There's a war going on out there somewhere, and Andre isn't here. There's a war going on out there somewhere, and Andre isn't here. There's a war going on out there somewhere, and Andre isn't here. There's a war going on out there somewhere, and Andre isn't here. Раз, два, три! And this is all in your program. You are at the opera. Gonna have to study up a little bit if you want to keep with the plot. Cause it's a complicated Russian novel. Everyone's got 9 different names. So look it up in your program. We appreciate it, thanks a lot. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Natasha!
Natasha is young. She loves Andre with all her heart.
She loves Andre with all her heart. Natasha's young and Andre isn't here.
Sonia is good. Natasha's cousin and closest friend.
Natasha's cousin and closest friend. Sonia's good. Natasha's young and Andre isn't here.
Maria is old school, a grand dame of Moscow. Natasha's godmother strict yet kind.
Natasha's godmother strict yet kind. Maria's old school. Sonia's good. Natasha's young and Andre isn't here. And this is all in your program. You are at the opera. Gonna have to study up a little bit if you want to keep with the plot. Cause it's a complicated Russian novel. Everyone's got 9 different names. So look it up in your program. We'd appreciate it, thanks a lot. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Anatole is hot. He spends his money on women and wine.
He spends his money on women and wine. Anatole's hot, Maria's old school, Sonia's good, Natasha's young, and Andre isn't here.
Helene is a slut. Anatole's sister married to Pierre.
Anatole's sister married to Pierre. Helene is a slut, Anatole is hot, Maria's old school, Sonia's good, Natasha's young, and Andre isn't here.
Dolokhov is fierce, but not too important. Anatole's friend, a crazy good shot.
Anatole's friend, a crazy good shot. Dolokhov is fierce, Helene is a slut, Anatole is hot, Maria's old school, Sonia's good, Natasha's young, and Andre isn't here. Chandeliers and caviar, the war can't touch us here. Minor characters. Old Prince Bolkonsky is crazy.
And Mary's plain. Andre's family totally messed up.
And Balaga's just for fun! Balaga's just for fun! Balaga is fun, Bolkonsky is crazy, Mary is plain, Dolokhov is fierce, Helene is a slut, Anatole is hot, Maria's old school, Sonia is good, Natasha is young, and Andre isn't here. And what about Pierre? Dear, bewildered and awkward Pierre. What about Pierre? Rich, unhappily married Pierre. What about Pierre? What about Pierre? What about Pierre? It's dawned on me suddenly, and for no obvious reason, that I can't go on living as I am. The zest of life has vanished, only the skeleton remains unexpectedly vile. I used to be better, I used to be better, I used to be better. I used to be better, I used to be better, I used to be better. our most dear, most kind, most smart and eccentric. A warm hearted Russian of the old school. His purse is always empty, 'cause it's open to all. Oh, Pierre, just one of 100 sad old men living out their final days in Moscow.
I drink too much. Right now, my friend fights and bleeds, and I sit at home and read hours at a time, hours at my screen. Anything, abandoned to distraction in order to forget me, waste our lives, drowning in wine. I never thought that I'd end up like this. I used to be better. And the women, they all pity me, 'cause I'm married, but not in love. Frozen at the center.
Il est charmant, il n'a pas de sexe. He's charming, he has no sex. Oh, Pierre, our merry feasting crank. Our most dear, most kind, most smart and eccentric. A warm-hearted Russian of the old school. His purse is always empty, 'cause it's open to all. Oh, Pierre, just one of 100 sad old men living out their final days in Moscow.
There's a ringing in my head. There's a sickness in the world, and everyone knows, but pretends that they don't see. Oh, I'll sort it out later, but later never comes. And how many men before, good Russian men, believing in goodness and truth, entered that door with all their teeth and hair, and left it toothless and bald. You empty and stupid, contented fellows, satisfied with your place. I'm different from you, I'm different from you. I still want to do something. Or do you struggle too? I pity you, I pity me, I pity you. I pity you, I pity me, I pity you. Раз, два, три!
Maria Dmitrievna Akrosimova, Countess Natalia Ilinichna Rostova. You must call me Natasha. Maria Dmitrievna Akrosimova, Sofia Alexandrovna Rostova. You must call me Sonia. Welcome, welcome to Moscow, where faded and fading princesses live. I'll take you where you must go, pet you a bit and I'll scold you a bit. My goddaughter, my favorite Natasha, I will touch you on the cheek. My cousin and I are so pleased to be with you while we wait on our fiancés fighting in the war. Bring in their things, will you dawdling forget the samovar? Ready your afros and I'm sure bring some rum for the tea. So Mushka, bonjour, and Natasha, my darling, grown plumper and prettier. My cheeks are glowing from the cold, she said, gazing at Maria with kind, glittering eyes. Welcome, welcome to Moscow, scruffy and cozy like an old dressing gown. Countess Natalia Sofia Alexandrovna, how beautiful you look cooked in the snow. Cousin dear, I love you, trust no one but you. But I can't bear this waiting, I cry and I cry. Andre, where are you? I want him now at once, to embrace him and cling to him. No one can understand. I love him, I know him, he loves me only. He'll come home one day and take me away. I want nothing more. I want nothing more. First thing tomorrow to Madame Chambord's. Dresses, dresses, we'll buy what we can afford. Then dinner and a game of Boston. Then you'll read to me while I knit. How wonderful to have you here instead of these gossips and crybabies. You'll take us where we must go, pet us a bit and scold us a bit. Her goddaughter, her favorite Natasha, she will touch you on the cheek. Well, now we'll talk. I congratulate you and Andre, you've hooked a fine fellow, one of the finest matches in all of Russia. I am glad and relieved he'll be the family's saving grace. I blush happily, but his father, Prince Volkonsky, much dislikes his sons marrying the old fellow's crotchety. Of course, Prince Andre's not a child, but it's not nice to enter a family against a father's will. One wants to do it peacefully and lovingly, but you're a clever girl. Just be kind to Andre's sister, and when the sister loves you, so will the father, and all will be well.
I've aged so very much. I fall asleep at the table, my napkin drops to the floor. I'm full of childish vanities, I forget things, and I live in the past. I've aged so very much. People enjoy me though. I come in for tea in my old-fashioned coat and powdered wig, and I tell stories and utter scathing critiques. This stern, shrewd old man, a relic of the past century, with his gentle daughter. Such a majestic and agreeable spectacle.
But besides the couple of hours during which we have guests, there are also 22 hours in the day during which the private and intimate life of the house continues.
Bring me my slippers.
Yes, Father, yes, Father.
Bring me my wine.
Yes, Father, yes, Father.
If you're not too busy fiddling with your incense and icons.
No, Father, and I have no friends, no, never go anywhere, never invited, for who would take care of them?
I can hurt you. I can hurt miss you.
But I never, ever, ever, ever would. No, Father, I love you, Father. And time moves on, and my fate slips past, and nothing ever happens to me. And Countess Natalia Rostova is coming for tea.
I know they'll like me. Everyone has always liked me.
Natasha is young and worthless and dumb.
And time moves on, and my fate slips past. Is this all I'll make of my life? Will I never be happy? Will I never be anyone's wife?
What's this? A young suitor? Come in, but don't sit down, I'm cold to you, yes, I mean to you. Now be gone, and don't come back! Maybe I'll marry someone myself, some cheap French thing. How that offends you, does it? Come in, my dear, come in.
And he draws her to him, and he kisses her hand, embraces her affectionately, and I flash run out of the room.
Come back here, let an old man have his fun.
She's using your Papa. What's your money, Papa? To take advantage of your weakness like that is disgusting. My voice breaks.
It's my money and I'll throw it where I want, not at you, and not at Andre's harlot. Insolent girl. Where are my glasses? Where are they? Where are my glasses? Oh God, I'm frightened. Oh God, I've aged so very much. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses?
And there upon his head the pride of sacrifice gathers in my soul, and he forgets things. He falls asleep at the table, his napkin drops to the floor, his shaking head sinks over his plate. He is old and feeble, and I dare to judge him. I disgust myself. I disgust myself.
May I present the Countess Natalia Rostova.
Oh, hello. Won't you come in?
Hello.
And from the first glance, I do not like Natasha. Too fashionably dressed, frivolous and vain, her beauty, youth, and happiness. My brother's love for her, and my father.
I do not wish to see her.
I know at any moment he might indulge in some freak.
I'm sorry, the prince is still ailing.
Songstress.
I am not afraid of anyone, but such hesitation, such unnatural manners. And from the first glance, I do not like Princess Mary. Too plain and affected, insolent and dry, I shrink into myself, assume an offhand air,
which alienates me still more.
constraint.
This is Natasha. Not much to look at, says the mean old man in his underthings. I never dress for children or peasants, says the mean old man in his underthings.
And he looked at her once, head to toe, and left, muttering, I must take my leave. Please wait, dear Natalie. I want you to know how glad I am my brother has found happiness. Is that the truth? I think it is not convenient to speak of that now, dear princess, she said, with such dignity and coldness. What have I said? What have I done? Crying like a child. Oh, they were so awful. Oh, it all hurt so terribly. Andre, where are you? First time I heard your voice, moonlight burst into the room, and I saw your eyes, and I saw your smile, and the world opened wide, and the world was inside of me, and I catch my breath, and I laugh and blush, and I hear guitars. You are so good for me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, the snow in the moonlight, and your childlike eyes, and your distant smile. I'll never be this happy again, you and I, and no one else. We've done this all before. We were angels once, don't you remember? Joy and life inside our souls, and nobody knows, just you and me. It's our secret. This winter sky, how can anyone sleep? There was never such a night before. I feel like putting my arms around my knees and squeezing tight as possible and flying away like this.
ready, and he's sitting in the drawing room, and I simply forgot.
The opera! Stop mooning and moaning, we'll miss the curtain.
Ladies, welcome to the opera.
Bare arms and shoulders, brilliant uniforms, pearls and silk, glittering before our eyes. Feminine envy, a whole crowd of memories, desires and emotions. Natasha, smooth your gown.
Natasha, smooth your gown.
Looking in the glass, I see I am pretty, not a girl anymore. I've never felt like this before. Hundreds of eyes looking at my bare arms and neck, my bare arms and shoulders.
The two remarkably pretty girls had not been seen in Moscow in many years. Everybody knew vaguely of Natasha's engagement, but the finest matches in all of Russia.
Look, there's Alexei, home from the war at last.
He's changed, dear me. Michael Kirilovich has grown still stouter.
There's Boris and Julie engaged, and Anna Mikhalovna, what a headdress she has on.
And is that Natasha?
And is that Natasha? And is that Natasha?
They're looking at me, they're talking about me. They all like me so much, the women envious, the men calming their jealousy.
Announcing Fedya Dolokhov. He dominates Moscow's most brilliant young men. He stands in full view, well away, attracting attention, yet as much at ease as though he were in his own room.
Dolokhov was in the Caucasus and he killed the Shah's brother. Now all the Moscow ladies are mad about him. Dolokhov, the assassin.
Announcing Countess Helene Bezukova, the queen of society, beautiful, barely clothed, plump, bare shoulders, and much exposed neck, round which she wears a double string of pearls.
Helene and Dolokhov arm in arm, Pierre and cuckold Simon, Pierre and cuckold Simon, the poor man.
No, I am enjoying myself at home this evening.
Oh, that neck, oh, those pearls. So beautiful, what a charming young girl, so enchanting, I blush scarlet.
Countess Bezhakova, Pierre's wife. Have you been here long? And where is dear Pierre? He never used to forget us.
Yes, Pierre, that good man, a little sad, a little stout. He must come visit us. I will implore him to do so.
There's a woman one should stay far away from. Now, Natasha, the curtain rises.
The curtain rises.
Everyone in the boxes and stalls became silent. All the men, old and young, in uniform and evening dress. All the women in the hall with gems on their bare flesh turned their whole attention with curiosity to the stage. rush of cold air. An exceptionally handsome man walked in with a confident yet courteous air. This was Helene's brother, Anatole Kuragin. He moved with a swagger which would have been ridiculous had he not been so good looking. And though it was the middle of the act, he walked right down the aisle, his sword and spurs jangling, his handsome perfumed head held high. And he looked right at Natasha.
Mais charmant.
And he took his place in the front row next to Dolokhov. How handsome he is. How intoxicating. In the second act there were tombstones, the moon over the footlights, horns and contrabass, black cloaks and daggers in their hands. I turn around again and our eyes meet. He gazes straight into my eyes. He is talking about me. Candles burning, a crimson throne. The Tsar wails a mournful tune. They all wave their arms and everybody cheers. Bravo, bravo. Every time I look at him, he's looking at me. Every time I look at him, he's looking at me. Every time I look at him. A terrible noise, a clatter in the crowd, a storm of chromatic scales and diminished servants. With rapturous faces, everyone was shouting, screaming and shouting. And then a rush of cold air, and Anatole entered the box.
I have long wished to have this happiness ever since the Narishkin's ball, where I had the well-remembered pleasure of seeing you. How do you like the performance? Last week, Semenova fell down on the stage.
He is sensible and simple, bold and natural, so strange and agreeable. There is nothing formidable. His smile is most naive, cheerful and good-natured, and he's as handsome up close as at a distance. And he's as handsome up close as at a distance.
And do you know, Natasha, we are having a costume tournament soon. You ought to come, please come.
Oh.
You ought to come, please come.
Oh,
And I never remove my smiling eyes from your face, your neck, your bare arms. And I never remove my smiling eyes from your face, your neck, your bare arms.
I know for certain that he is taken with me. I know for certain that he is enraptured by me. I feel him looking at my shoulders, my face, my neck, my bare arms.
and I look you in the eye, and I look you in the eye.
Looking into his eyes, I am frightened. There's not that barrier of modesty I've always felt with men. I feel so terribly near. I fear that he may seize me from behind and kiss me on the neck. How do you like Moscow?
At first, I did not like it much because what makes a town pleasant, ce sont les jolies femmes. Isn't that so? But now I like it very much indeed. Do come to the costume tournament, Countess, do come. You will be the prettiest there. You will be the prettiest there. Do come, dear Countess, and give me this flower as a pledge. We are speaking of most ordinary things,
yet I feel closer to you than I've ever felt with any other man. No one else is here. No one else can see us. Your eyes, your eyes, your eyes, oh, your eyes.
It's all right, Natasha, I'm here, so near, nothing between us. Smile at me, there is nothing between us. Good evening, Pierre. Studying.
Yes. How was the opera?
Lovely. Natalia Rostova was there.
Oh. Oh, dear Andre's betrothed. I have known her family for years and long carried affection for her.
Yes. Charming. Look, Dolokov's coming round, and we're off to the club. Will you come, old man?
I will come.
Lend me 50 rubles.
Drink, drink, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink, gonna drink, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink, drink, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight. Oh yeah!
Several glasses mechanically into my large mouth. Then I feel a pleasant warmth in my body, a sentimental attachment to my fellow man.
Keep drinking, old man.
Keep drinking, old man. Drink the whole night through. Keep drinking, old man.
shoulders, her neck, her feet.
The air of a connoisseur.
And we'll make love to her.
Better not, monsieur. She's first rate, but nothing but trouble. Better wait till she's married. Anatole is a married man, a fact known only to his intimates. A Polish landowner of some small means had forced him to marry his daughter.
Never mind about that now. It doesn't matter. I don't give a damn. Just as a duck is made to swim in water, God has made me as I am. All I care for is gaiety and women, and there's no dishonor in that. As long as there's money and vodka, I'll keep a feather in my hat.
I used to be better.
Keep drinking, old man.
Drink, drink, drink. God, to think I married a man like you.
Don't speak to me, wife. There is something inside me.
Dolokhov, pour me another.
Something terrible and monstrous.
Here's to the health of married women, and a smile lurks in the corner of my mouth. Here's to the health of married women and their lovers.
Here's to the health of married women. Here's to the health of married women and their lovers. Here's to the health of married women. Here's to the health of married women and their lovers.
How dare you touch her?
You can't love
Enough! You bully, you scoundrel! I challenge you.
Oh, a jewel. Yes, this is what I like.
He will kill you, stupid husband.
So I shall be killed! What is it to you? Anatole, my guns!
Oh, this is horribly stupid.
Well, let's begin. This is child's play.
As the adversaries have refused a reconciliation, we shall please proceed with the duel. Ready your pistols, and on the count of 3, begin to advance.
Pierre, hold your fire. Pierre, hold your fire. Pierre, not yet.
No! Shot by a fool.
No, wait, I didn't mean...
Quiet, old man. My turn.
My turn.
Pierre, stand back.
Missed. Oh, my mother, my angel, my adored angel mother.
Take him away.
The sun is rising, the duel is at an end, and Pierre Bezukhov is the winner.
Winner.
You are a fool.
Well, sweet sister, you certainly bring out the beast in men.
What can I say? It's a gift.
How I adore you. Will you ask Natasha to the ball tonight?
Of course, dear brother.
Come on, old man, let's get you home.
In a moment.
Sleep it off and be happy. We live to love another day.
Is this how I die? Ridiculed and laughed at, wearing clown shoes. Is this how I die? Furious and reckless, sick with booze. How did I live? I taste every wasted minute, every time I turned away from the things that might have healed me. How long have I been sleeping? Is this how I die? Frightened like a child, lazy and numb. Is this how I die? Pretending and preposterous and dumb. How did I live? Was I kind enough and good enough? Did I love enough? Did I ever look up and see the moon and the stars and the sky? Oh, why have I been sleeping? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a god and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. All of my life I spent searching the words of poets and saints and prophets and kings. And now at the end, all I know that I've learned is that all that I know is I don't know a thing. So easy to close off, place the blame outside. Hiding in my room at night, so terrified. All the things I could have been, but I never had the nerve. Life and love I don't deserve. So alright, I've had my time. Close my eyes, let the death bells chime. Bury me in burgundy, I just don't care. Nothing's left, I looked everywhere. Is this how I die? Was there ever any other way my life could be? Is this how I die? Such a storm of feelings inside of me. But then why am I screaming? Why am I shaking? Oh God, was there something that I missed? Did I squander my divinity? Was happiness within me the whole time? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a god and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. They say we are asleep until we fall in love. Is this how I die? Ridiculed and laughed at, wearing clown shoes. Is this how I die? Furious and reckless, sick with booze. How did I live? I taste every wasted minute, every time I turned away from the things that might have healed me. How long have I been sleeping? Is this how I die? Frightened like a child, lazy and numb. Is this how I die? Pretending and preposterous and dumb. How did I live? Was I kind enough and good enough? Did I love enough? Did I ever look up and see the moon and the stars and the sky? Oh, why have I been sleeping? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a god and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. All of my life I spent searching the words of poets and saints and prophets and kings. And now at the end, all I know that I've learned is that all that I know is I don't know a thing. So easy to close off, place the blame outside. Hiding in my room at night, so terrified. All the things I could have been, but I never had the nerve. Life and love I don't deserve. So alright, I've had my time. Close my eyes, let the death bells chime. Bury me in burgundy, I just don't care. Nothing's left, I looked everywhere. Is this how I die? Was there ever any other way my life could be? Is this how I die? Such a storm of feelings inside of me. But then why am I screaming? Why am I shaking? Oh God, was there something that I missed? Did I squander my divinity? Was happiness within me the whole time? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a god and angels weep. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. They say we are asleep until we fall in love. wake up now. I want to wake up. Don't let me die while I'm like this. I want to wake up. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. Please let me wake up now. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. I'm ready. I'm ready to wake up.
Early Sunday morning, Natasha and I lit a candle, looked in the mirror. I see my face, don't be silly. They say you can see your future in the long row of candles, stretching back and back and back into the depths of the mirror. In the dim, confused last square, you'll see a coffin or a man. Everyone sees a man. I see the candle stretching back so far away. I see the mirror. I see a shape in the darkness. Is it him or is it he's lying down? Oh, Sonia, why is he lying down? I am so frightened. Andre will never come, or something will happen to me before he does. Sunday morning, time for church. I suffer more now than before. The theater and Anatole, that man who aroused such terrible feelings I don't understand. Have I broken faith with Andre? Am I guilty? After church, Maria left for Prince Bolkonsky's. The rudeness of that man, I'll straighten him out. That terrible old prince. I can't bear to think of it. I'll shut myself in my room and try on new dresses. And just after Maria left, there was a knock at the door. Natasha had just turned her head to the glass when she heard a voice that made her flush.
Oh, my enchantress, oh, you beautiful thing. Charming, charming. Oh, this is really beyond anything. These dresses suit you. This one, metallic gauze, straight from Paris. Anything suits you, my charmer. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Shamante, Shamante. You're such a lovely thing, oh, where have you been? It's such a shame to bury pearls in the country. Shamante, Shamante, charming. Now if you have a dress, you must wear it out. How can you live in Moscow and not go north? knew he kept sighing about you. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Shamante, Shamante. You are such a lovely thing, oh, where have you been? It's such a shame to bury pearls in the country. Shamante, Shamante, charming. Now a woman with a dress is a frightening and powerful thing. You are not a child when you're draped in scarlet and lace. Your fiancé would want you to have fun rather than be bored to death. Allez dans le monde, took it today, Paris d'ennui. My brother is quite madly in love. He is quite madly in love with you, my dear. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Shamante, Shamante. You are such a lovely thing, oh, where have you been? It's such a shame to bury girls in the country. Shamante, Shamante, charming. Such a shame to bury pearls in the country. Shamante, Shamante, charming. What once seemed so terrible now seems simple and natural. She knows that I'm engaged and still she talks so frankly, so it must be alright. There's a ball at my house tonight. You must come. Oh, your wide open wondering eyes, you will be the prettiest there. How the thought of throwing them together amuses me. You must come. I will come.
Waiting at the door, waiting at the door, waiting. Waiting at the door, waiting at the door, waiting. How I adore little girls. They lose their heads at once.
Seized by feelings of vanity and fear. There is no barrier between us. Whispers and moans and ringing in my ear. There is no barrier between us. Divine, delicious, but I do not see or hear anything. I'm borne away to a senseless world, so strange, so remote. I don't know good from bad, and at home, I'm so frightened.
You are enchanting.
And as we danced, he pressed my wasted hand and told me I was
Bewitching, and I love you. Bewitching, and I love you.
And during the echo says he gazed in my eyes and said nothing, just gazed in my eyes, my frightened eyes. Such confident tenderness, I could not say what I had to say.
Don't lower your eyes, I love you. I I am in love, dear, I am in love. Gaze in my eyes, I love you. You are bewitching. What can I do, darling? What can I do?
Don't say such things. I am betrothed. I love another.
Don't speak to me of that when I tell you that I am madly, madly in love with you. Is it my fault that you're enchanted?
I'm so frightened. I don't understand anything tonight.
I am here now. Natalie,
I can feel your eyes upon me.
blocking her path, I bring her face close to mine.
His large, glittering, masculine eyes are so close to mine that I see nothing else.
Is it possible that I should never see you again? I love you madly, can I never? Natalie,
You press my arm.
Natalie,
You're hurting my hands.
Natalie.
I don't understand. I have nothing to say. Burning lips pressed to mine. Tell me what just happened. I'm trembling, so frightening. Andre. But I love you. Of that there is no doubt. How else could all of this have happened? How else could we have kissed? It means that I have loved you from the first. It means that you are kind, noble, and splendid, and I could not help loving you. I will love you, Anatole. I'll do anything for you. I'll do anything for you.
In 19th century Russia, we write letters, we write letters. We put down in writing what is happening in our minds. Once it's on the paper, we feel better, we feel better. It's like some kind of clarity when the letter's done and signed.
Dear Andre, dear old friend, how goes the war? Do we march on the French splendidly? Do our cannons crack and cry? Do our bullets whistle and sing? Does the air reek with smoke? I wish I were there, with death at my heels. Dolokhov is recovering. He will be all right, the good man. And Natasha is in town. Your bride to be so full of life and mischief. I should visit. I hear she is more beautiful than ever. and read and drink and read and drink. But I think I've finally found it, what my heart has needed. For I've been studying the Cabal, and I've calculated the number of the beast. It is Napoleon, 603 and I will kill him one day. He's no great man, none of us are great men. We're caught in the wave of history, nothing matters. Everything matters, it's all the same. Oh, if only I could not see it, this dreadful, terrible it.
In 19th century Russia, we write letters, we write letters. We put down in writing what is happening in our minds.
Dear Andre, what more can I write after all that has happened? What am I to do if I love him and the other one too? Must I break it off? These terrible questions. I see nothing but the candle in the mirror. No visions of the future. So lost and alone. And what of Princess Mary?
Dear Natasha, I'm in deep despair at the misunderstanding there is between us. Whatever my father's feelings might be, I beg you to believe that I cannot help loving you. He is a tired old man and must be forgiven. Please come see us again.
Dear Princess Mary, oh, what am I to write? How do I choose? What do I do? I shall never be happy again.
These terrible questions.
I'm so alone here.
So alone in here.
And I see nothing.
I see nothing but the candle in the mirror. No visions of the future. So lost and alone. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
In 19th century Russia, we write letters, we write letters. We put down in writing what is happening in our minds.
Dear Natalie, a love letter, a love letter, a love letter.
A letter from him, from the man that I love.
A letter which I composed.
Natalie, 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 I must love you or die. Natalie, 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 if you love me, say yes, and I will come and steal you away, steal you out of the dark. Natalie, 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 I want nothing more. Natalie, 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 I must love you or die. Natalie, 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 if you love me, say yes, and I will come and steal you away, steal you out of the dark. Natalie, 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 I want nothing more. Just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yes, yes, I love him. How else could I have his letter in my hand? I read it 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, each and every word. I love him. I love him.
that she loves him. It can't be. Natasha.
Sonia, you're back. And with the tender resolve that often comes at the moment of awakening, I embraced my friend. But noticing Sonia's look of embarrassment, my face expressed confusion and suspicion. Sonia, you've read the letter.
Yes.
Oh, Sonia, I'm glad I can't hide it any longer.